What's up with it, bruh?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Appreciate you for coming through.
Blessed to be here. Blessed to be here for sure.
For sure. I give you a chance to introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
Hey, man, you already know it's the king himself, Kris CaMeRon, Mr. Peace, Love, and Light himself. And it's a blessing to be here, man. I'm a music artist originally from Chicago, but I'm based out in Houston right now. But, St. Louis has always been a home away from home as well.
Yeah. And you say you originally from Chicago.
Yeah, South Side.
Yeah. Up until what age did you live in Chicago?
I lived in Chicago until about, I want to say fourth grade. Like I had my earlier years there, and then my mom decided she wanted to go back to school. So I actually got to grow up on a college campus for a nice portion of my life. And I grew up on Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville campus. One of the greatest experiences I've ever had, honestly. So definitely grateful for it.
Yeah. So you say you basically as a kid kind of went up until like almost school.
Yeah, I would say from until my freshman year in high school, I grew up on a college campus. Yeah. So I like to tell people, like, even before I went away to school myself, I got to experience the college life.
Yeah. How the heck that happened? That's a long time.
Yeah. No, facts, right? Facts.
I was so trying to make the math make sense in my head.
Nah, from fourth grade to my freshman year of high school, I grew up on a college campus, because my mom got her first degree and decided that she wanted to get her master's too. So, and it just was more convenient to be on the campus, and it would be times that I skipped going to school for myself just to go to class with my mom, just because it seemed way more interesting. They were talking about real life things, I didn't know how to apply my classroom stuff to what you learn that once you start to grow into your adulthood. I feel like I was just exposed to a different level of knowledge early on, so I was much more hungrier.
Most definitely. I'm sure, especially what you just saying, what you said, that was a huge impact on just your knowledge, your education for sure.
Facts.
And then I didn't never know that was a thing though. That's it's like you was able to
Yeah, they, certain campuses, they have housing available for different families and stuff. Because you got to put into perspective, it be college students that got kids too, but why would you take away the college experience for them as well? Why would it be limited? So I applaud the University of Edwardsville for creating infrastructure like that, and then also seeing the effect that my mom was able to have, getting she had them move the entire park one time from one part of the campus to the other side because it was more safer over there. It was just dope, very, very inspiring. And it when I decided to finally spread my wings and I went to school, I had the same drive to kind of leave an impact in the same way.
For sure, man. For sure. I definitely can hear it in your music.
Appreciate it.
People just ain't know what they call that mumble rap.
Oh, nah, man. I'm telling my story, bro.
For sure.
The most authentic way that I can. My mom was a writer as well, so she's written poetry books. My grandmother, she's written poetry books. And
what about you yourself? Did you dibble and dabble in poetry?
I did. Yeah. I dibbled and dabbled a little bit. While I was in school in New Mexico, I had a phenomenal professor. Shout out CP, man. She gave me my first journal. And I'm not gonna lie, that journal definitely changed my life. It went from just, entries here and there to every single day. It was either just me expressing my thoughts or me writing some poetry. Occasionally it'd be music, but I felt like it was more intimate, just leaving the words on the paper, not so much trying to make a song out of everything. It's this one I'm feeling in this moment. How can we capitalize on that?
Most definitely. That's when, like you said, that's good. I need to start getting to that. I started, then I stopped it, but like you said, just that, I'm sure that repetitive and what made it, it became natural.
And even now, I'm not gonna say I journal every day. I don't. Honestly, in some periods, I run from it, because when you start to journal and you go back and flip through the pages of what you put there, it's an accountability check. And sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow when you realize you ain't been on your dean like you supposed to. But the right mindset, you're gonna flip the switch and be like, oh, actually, let me get on top of this. Or you'll also see like what you have accomplished. Like I manifested moving to Houston before I even got there. Like I read that journal entry almost every other day, like just to go over. I'm like, man, you did that. You did that. So I think it's a good way to manifest and affirm the life that you want. Like,
And now I heard you mention St. Louis, prior to your transition fully to Houston,
right.
from Chicago. Well, I'm sure it probably come from the being so close.
Yeah.
Going to
So,
school.
like being so close, it's a hop skip over the river. But I didn't have a relationship with St. Louis until 2021. After COVID had happened, I moved from New Mexico to Joplin, Missouri, and I spent 6 months in Joplin, Missouri with my best friend and a couple other roommates. And then they ended up moving to Cali, and I thought I was going to Cali at first, but it just didn't feel right. And next thing you know, I ended up back over the river. But I knew it was something here in St. Louis. So a lot of my early like developments as like Kris CaMeRon happened right over in St. Louis at venues like Pops, the Oz, Blue Strawberry. Like it, I'm very grateful for St. Louis and my time there. Like they helped me gain the confidence to be able to go out into the world and do the things that I'm doing today.
Yeah. Now, who are some of the people you work with?
Shout out Dan Rapture, phenomenal producer out here in the city, man. He did a lot of the beats to one of my projects called Roadrunner's Paradise. Damon's the GOAT, bro. Like he's a phenomenal artist. He educated me on the importance of ownership and like how to get into the publishing game, like, making sure as an artist, you're getting your work published, because that's money that artists are missing out on all the time. Frost Money, great promoter out here in the city. He put me on a lot of my first showcases. So definitely grateful to him. Those are just like a couple names, shout out my boy Fang, Elena Lovely. It's just some phenomenal people out here in the city, man.
Yeah, Elena. Yeah, I think I seen her. I ran across her page before.
But
Yeah, I never. Even like Frost Money, I ran across his work. Of course, just seeing shows and stuff like that. I haven't personally met them yet, but I definitely, I'm familiar with who
yeah, man.
they putting in that work basically.
Yeah, St. Louis got some dope people out here, bro. It really does, and I'm excited to continue to see like the way that the city evolves. But I do feel like I have reached a point out here where you know when like something's right for you. And not saying I ain't love St. Louis, but I knew it wasn't right for me. Like this wasn't the end all, So I definitely once my manager had opened up an opportunity for me to take a trip out to Houston, like I knew the next time I'd be out there, I was like, I'm gone. So yeah, I packed up and dipped.
Gotcha. I was just gonna ask you what was it, or how was that transition from St. Louis to Houston?
I've been mentoring under an artist named McQueen. He's a original St. Louis native, man. Shout out to God, man.
For sure.
Yeah, shout out my brother. He hosts an annual event called God Body Weekend every year, and I went to the first ever one, which was 2023, February 2023, and I drove down there, and it changed my life. It changed my life. Like it was 3 days of just community, 3 days of serving, and 3 days of just the freedom of expression. Like it was everything that I wanted as an artist, jam packed in 3 days. Like the very first day, we went out and we served the people. Like we fed over 100 homeless people that year. And then later that evening, he had an event called God Talk, where he had different people come on to a panel and just talk about different things from health and wellness, entrepreneurship, relationships, all that, right? And then ended it off with a dope ass showcase with some phenomenal artists. And I remember being there, and I was like, I want to be on this stage. So I don't care what I got to do to make it, but I'm going to be on the stage for the next one. And I promised myself in that moment, On the way back home, I'm like, next time I come to Houston, I'll be living there. And literally a couple weeks later, my manager hit me. He was like, yo, I got a showcase out here in July. You want to come perform? Packed up everything I had. Packed up everything I had. I had $300 to my name. I got in the car, and my life has changed like forever since then.
Heck yeah.
So I'm bro, God good, bro. That was God, you know, because sometimes it's hard leading, especially when you've established relationships, a home, like everything that I knew was here, for real. Yeah.
But you left, you know, chasing your dream, chasing your purpose.
Facts. You know, I believe in the law of equivalent exchange. So when you see the weight of what things are worth, like what they mean to you, you know what I'm saying? Like how much you're attached to it. You know, when you offer that to God, God gives you way more. Way more. I always tell people you never can imagine like how much you're really worthy of. Like you'll want to see it in one light, and the moment you pray for it, God's like, oh, okay, bet I'm gonna make it tenfold. But constantly we get in the way of our own blessings because it's not going exactly how we want it. It's not your plan. It's just the plan. Follow the plan. Learn how to be present in the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the plan changes in the moment too. You know, you got to be quick on your feet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Like you said, your manager.
yeah, shout out Hunt, man. Shout out God Body Hunt, man. You know, getting the job done. Like I actually met him in college. So like I met him while I was in New Mexico. He brought me to Houston for the first time, and I remember being in my apartment, and I was like, bro, like we manifested the moment that we're in right now, like just from a college dorm room. He was the first person that really, I would say, challenged me as an artist. I remember I showed like my friends my music early on in my career. I mean, you know, people give, oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, a little pat on the back. He was the first person to be like, oh, I like it, but you should try it like this. Or actually, you should go study this person. Go listen to this for a week and throw me off. I'm like, who is this? Like, who is this critiquing me? But man, like, I'm so grateful for it. So grateful for it. I wouldn't replace those moments for the world. He get on my nerve, and I know I get on his. But man, we kicking the door down. And we changing the industry.
Most definitely, yeah. Iron sharper iron, man. I was just gonna ask you. So you say y'all met while y'all was in. You was in college, or were you living at?
While we were both in college.
Gotcha,
I went to a university in New Mexico, University of Southwest. I went on a track scholarship, and in the midst of that, I ended up stumbling upon music too. So,
what was your major?
I started off in criminal justice. But once I started learning about the justice program a little bit more, I didn't think I could have an impact on the world in the magnitude that I wanted to. So when I got introduced to my teacher, CP, I ended up changing my major from criminal justice to communications because, you know, a few small words can change the world. You know, one man can change the world. So.
And I'm gonna correct you. You said you didn't think you could impact the world to the magnitude that you wanted to. Maybe in the criminal justice.
Yeah. It was just in the criminal justice field. I was like, it was limited.
Right now,
yeah,
is what you were designed to do.
Yeah, like I knew it was a box. It was one day in class we had it was like a video that we had to watch basically, right? And it was to know when is the right time to discharge your firearm. And so it was a domestic violence call, and it's a husband and his wife. They're arguing. You come around the corner of the door. You give them the commands. You're like, hey, freeze, put your hands up. And his arm goes out of frame. It's in a doorway. And he pauses the video. And he was like, at this moment, do you give him another command? Do you repeat it one more time? Or do you discharge your firearm? And so he asked everybody in the class. We took a vote, and majority of the class was like, we're going to give him one more command. When he pressed play, the man's arm came from behind the door. He shot his wife, and he shot the police officer. And in that moment, I was like, I know it's necessary for training, but I don't. If I was in that field, I wouldn't want to be programmed to be fearful. Like I still want to be like logical. And I just felt like that video was just more trained to like, this is what can happen. Hey, you gotta be prepared. Like, and I was like, nah, like I don't want to be programmed to kill people.
Yeah, it's basically saying, don't take a chance.
Yeah, it's like, you rolling the dice. So I'm like, I just rather not pick up the dice no more.
Yeah, sure.
Rather not pick up the dice.
Yeah. Your recent project, We Could Have Been a Love Story. Talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna let you talk about it.
We could have
got some bangers on there. You got some bangers.
Man, appreciate it. I think this is the first project that was really me. It's the first time when in the creation where I didn't care about nobody else's opinion. I didn't care about whether people liked the music or not. Like, this was music that was on my heart. Like, and where it starts, like from the moment you press play on the project, it starts at the beginning of the end of a relationship. And as you go through the project, you experience my process through the 5 stages of grief. Like, so from it's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And it's crazy. All the songs on there, they just came at like different times. Like, some of them are 2 years old, some of them are only a couple months old. But like I knew like there was a story that I was holding back on. And I wanted it to feel like a movie the whole time. Like, even when you get to the end of it, like, it leaves you on a cliffhanger. Like, so what is it? Where are we at? Like, the relationship's over with, or where are you going from here? What's next for you? Like, I think this is the most intentional project I've put out. Like, especially as an independent artist, I feel like where the way society and social media is structured today, we be so focused on people that we feel are ahead of us, and we're always chasing. We're always like comparing ourselves to others. Like, I compare myself for this. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be patient. I don't have to throw out all my music and do it the way that people are telling me to. It's like, nah. Like, I really want to put out a quality body of work, and I feel I was able to execute it with this one.
Oh, definitely. I agree. My favorite off the album is Rent is Due. That's my favorite. And that track is, from what I took from it, you speak about heartbreak, like you said, maybe anger, even speak about becoming successful, but you still reminiscing, on what it was.
Yeah. Rent is Due was definitely like, I remember I was having a conversation earlier that day, and I was talking to a friend. I was like, I think I'm ready to take the filter off. Like, I was like, I think I'm ready to stop like caring about who might feel some type of way about certain things being said. And then even a couple moments after that conversation, my brother Hunt, he hit me. He was like, "Hey, Rent Due, what's up? What's the word? Like, what's going on?" And that night I was just in my car, like, and I was frustrated. I was just frustrated. I was so furious, because I'm like, man, I feel like I'm in the best place I could be, but something's missing. Like, something's missing. I'm like, how can I be experiencing success in this capacity, and yet still there's something nagging me in the back of my head that makes me feel like I'm that shy of like greatness. And being able to put that in that song, it changed my perspective of it. I was like, okay, nah, you just need to release. You just need to release. Don't question your greatness no more. Like you him for real. Like that song was like one of those, like, nah, bro, like, don't take your eye off of the prize, king. Finish out strong. You're on your 3rd ring. Many won't understand it. It's like you living on another planet. That's why she left you for that nigga. Don't get caught up on what could have happened. Ooh, I'm the confliction. It's like you know you there.
Yeah.
You know you there, but you, just as you weigh out your wins, you can't forget them losses either.
Yeah.
the losses will help you get the next wins.
Most definitely, most definitely, for sure. Shades is like you said, your armor thicken.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like you fall, like you gonna stay there or you gonna get back up.
Most definitely, most definitely.
So,
Yeah. What been the feedback so far outside of
um,
yourself critiquing it? Like let's say your manager, he's the biggest critic.
man, he biggest critic, right? When he finally sat down and listened, he said, "I ain't got nothing to say to you." He's like, "Ain't no skips." No skips. And how I describe it to everybody, I'm like, yo, it's 27 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah.
That's all I ask of you. Like, that's a drive to the grocery store. That's you cleaning your crib. You made your bed. You brushing your teeth. It's music that, like, you don't even have to be listening to it directly, but it'll slowly start to pull you in. You're going to be like, hold on, actually, start that track over. And I think people were very surprised, like, to see it come together the way that it did. Especially, like, when I moved to Houston, I had to rebrand myself compared to what I was out here in St. Louis, like, because it wasn't working here. So if it wasn't working here, why would I take it somewhere else where it's not working?
Right.
Like when it wasn't already working, the product wasn't right. So, being able to mentor under somebody like AJ McQueen, who lays out a blueprint for how to be a DIY artist, I was like, oh, this is all that I have to do. It's repetition, it's consistency, it's stock up your catalog. Like don't be so quick to just throw out a song every time you go to the studio. If you feel like you got one hot track, push that one hot track. Like I pushed one song off that project, which is the song that got me to where I'm at today, called "What Do I Mean to You." Mm-hmm. Like I got Houston to fall in love with that song, like, first, and made them like want to anticipate what comes next. Then you give them songs like "Good Dope," and they're in similar pockets, but still totally polar opposites of one another. So I feel like, especially when I'm asked questions like, what type of artist am I, or what type of music do I make? Are you a rapper? No, I'm not a rapper. Like I'm a real life artist. I do this. Like I'm the Picasso of the music world right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Vincent Van Gogh. I see paint splatters. I might put my hand in a bucket and do this one day, or maybe I want to pick up the brush and be more precise with it. And in past projects, I be throwing all these genres into the project, and it's like, nah, this was the first focus point where it's like, nah, we gonna make it R&B and hip hop, but you can still feel elements of pop, or you can still feel elements of like alternative. Like, so it makes me excited, and I've been able to build up anticipation for what's next. Like, especially with how I structured the project from start to end. It's like, I feel like people on the edge of their seat, like, yo, we waiting. You can't leave us waiting too long now.
Yeah.
So
With that being said, like you said, I know you ain't trying to just keep throwing it out, but I guess you still probably gonna push that one scene right now.
well,
What do you mean? What do I mean to you?
Nah, like, I ain't gonna lie, we pushing the whole body of work.
I think you start pushing that rent due, man. Rent is due.
So right now, my focus is rent is due and want and need.
That's one of them.
Want and need is my favorite song.
It's like the dance hard.
Yeah,
The dance hard. Almost like I can hear Drake. Somebody hearing that. Oh, let me get on that.
It's so crazy you say that, because when I started writing the song, there's a clip, like a meme of Drake when he was in like the club, and he was like,
yeah,
like, I kept seeing like that image of Drake. Like one of my favorite projects of his is honestly Nevermind, and it was like basically a Jersey dance club like mix, and I was like, man, like I want a universal song. Like you can throw it in a trap and like they still gonna vibe to it. You can take it overseas, they still gonna vibe to it. You can play it with your mom in the car, she gonna be like, who this? She gonna add it to the playlist, man. Like, it's a song that you like, I feel like you can't skip. You'll play it back.
Most definitely.
You'll play it back. And then another one that I feel should be prioritized is Open This Letter. Open This Letter just feels like it's supposed to be in a movie. So like I see it at like after you've either connected back with your love, or you've accepted the loss of a love, and the credits finally roll in, like that's the song that comes on.
Yeah, I just gonna say it's kind of like one of like the closing songs.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. Pushing a single like right now. What do I mean? But you say right now you're thinking about pushing the wants and needs. I think that, like I said, that's more like I agree with you as far as you saying like it's a universal track.
Yeah,
for sure. It's a universal track.
Like
sure.
I could go to any club. Like if I pop out tonight, I could take a flash drive with that song and be like, "Hey, throw this on." It's gonna match the BPM in the evening. Like you gonna see people dance to it. They might not even be listening to the words, but then once they do, they feeling it. Like, "Ooh, do you think about me when you at the club? I don't want nobody else feeding you love. I'm intoxicated and craving your trust. More than arms around me when deep in your clutch. Give me what I want." What?
Yeah.
Like there's a man, you in the back of the club, like, give it to me. I want that. Like I see, you've been dancing all night. Am I on your mind?
I will. You might well take that down with the downtown wheelhouse. That's one of
Yeah.
those spots that'll push.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
it'll go anywhere, but I'm just saying that's one of them. I think that'll help.
Nah, fact. And I think as artists we should start making music that that we can build relationships with the DJs again, because I think artists and DJ relationships have fallen off compared to how they used to be. One, songs are shorter, I guess, like
TikTok.
songs are shorter.
That's another thing I noticed about your project. Like you said, they wasn't no short song.
Nah,
Like 3 to 4 minutes.
nah, like because I make real music, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm a storyteller, and I love, like, when I look forward to Friday when the albums drop. I want to listen to a whole body of work. I don't want to just listen to singles. I'm not adding you to my playlist, bro. It's either I'm about to go into the gym and I'm gonna pick an album. What's the mood today? We feeling Tyler? I bet we gonna put on Tyler. Don't touch the glass. Or no, you know what? I'm feeling a little soulful. Let's throw on some music, Soul Child. But I want to hear a whole body of work. I want it to be fluid. I want it to feel synchronicity. I want the intention behind it. Like the club's dying. The club dying. So it's like, why would I make music for the club? We could bring the club back to life if we bring back real music. Music ain't what it is.
Not at all. Not fun music anyway.
Not
Fun music.
Yeah.
Not real music.
Like we ain't gotta degrade our women. We ain't gotta kill people. We ain't gotta scam people. We ain't gotta, like, be a hustler. But it's like, nah, bro, let's change the narrative.
Change the narrative for sure. I think there's change the narrative for sure. And I think there's someone like yourself is capable of doing. Closing out here. I asked you this before I even close it out. What brings you back here to the city?
Hey man, I had family reunion this weekend, and it's the first time I've seen my family in over 7 years, like my entire family, for real. Because since I've been moving around, like I'm a hard man to catch. I'm preparing to go on my third tour. I've been touring with McQueen for the last year and a half, and we're hitting the road again for the When We Evolve tour. Also bringing along Ariel J. Very excited to be hitting the road with these individuals. But I came to the city and I'm like, man, St. Louis is always a home, man. I just want to figure out ways that I can give back, and I want to let y'all know I'm gonna be here September 7th. At Del Mar Hall. So pull up, come see the guys and the goddess. We turn it up, man.
Most definitely. I gotta tap in. Like I said, closing out here, what, I guess, message can you leave for someone who's watching this?
The most important relationship you can ever have is the one between you and you. Until you solidify that relationship, until you are firm and confident in the person that you see in the mirror every single day, you won't be able to have a proper relationship with anybody else. You won't be able to have a proper relationship with anything you do until you learn how to appreciate that man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror. So, like, with that being said, live a life of peace, love, and light. Love all you encounter, so love is all you encounter. And keep your crown in the motherfucking frame. And it's just like that, you know.
Let them know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on all platforms at I am Kris CaMeRon. That is KRIS. The K is for King, CaMeRon. I just released my project a couple months ago. We Could Have Been a Love Story. It's out on all platforms. And I got a new single out, I Want the World. Go check it out. Featuring the amazing God Sent C-Man. And like I said, September 7th, we're going to be at Del Mar Hall here in St. Louis. So look forward to seeing y'all, man.
Appreciate your time, brother.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.